run through the tape. In life, never give up, run through the tape.
Spurs trying to close it out. Clippers trying to stay alive. Game is dead even, 51 apiece. DeAndre Jordan, leading scorer with 15 points, also has 10 rebounds, 7 out of 13 from the foul line. Welcome, everybody, to the Sprint Halftime Report from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. Chuck, how would you assess what we've seen here with Paul 0 for 7 from the floor in the first half, and the Clippers, the Spurs turning the ball over 8 times in the first quarter, tie game? Who feels better right now?
I think you got to feel good if you're the Clippers. Well, because Chris Paul still has 8 assists. He's been aggressive. J.J. Redick has stepped up. He's played. He's made some shots. DeAndre Jordan stepped up. You could actually say the Clippers' 2 best players have not played well. Yeah, and the one thing we talked about the bench, but they're going to get scoring from Redick and DeAndre. That's a bonus. But I think the one thing I'll say, the Clippers the Spurs turn the ball over too much. That's uncharacteristic of them. But if I'm the Clippers, I'm happy because, Ernie, I think the one thing in a closeout game on the road, you got to try to keep the crowd out the game, because the crowd, they give you energy you don't even know you have. And to be tied at the halftime and Blake and CP3 have not played well, I think you got to feel pretty good if you're the Clippers.
Redick with those 14 has not hit a 3 yet. Jordan, as we pointed out, 15 and 10. When you think about the San Antonio Spurs, Jet, you think 2 words: ball movement.
Execution. And, you know, Chuck is great at half empty or half full.
What does that mean?
Meaning you looked at the
Okay.
Clipper Cup just now and said it's half full, where you could say, you know what, they didn't play well, and we don't execute well down the stretch, and we don't have great ball movement and body movement, so this might be difficult for us to win. We should be up 11 at this point. So I look at it as maybe half empty. So because the one thing the Spurs do, and down the stretch when a tight game, ball starts, and all of a sudden Patty Mills gets it, freeze it here. Here's a guy who shoots the ball probably just as good as anybody on the floor today. But he says, no, I'm going to penetrate and pitch. If you look at his face right now, he already sees where he's going with Danny Green. He penetrates in, finds Danny Green. Danny Green's shooting the ball, says, no, I penetrate, I find back Patty Mills. Again, I penetrate again, freeze it again. Tim Duncan says, no, ball movement, keep it going. Danny Green catches it, wide open shot, knocked down. So this is the difference. When the Clippers get in trouble, freeze it, it's a one-on-one. I'm going to back you in. I'm going to back you in. I'm going to back you in. It doesn't work, then all of a sudden we're in scramble mode. And their scramble mode is not as good as the Spurs because they don't pass the ball, they hold it, they don't move it as quick, hold it again, freeze. You have so many guys holding the ball for 2 or 3 seconds, let it go now. So all of a sudden, it's easier to defend because they don't have the ball and body movement. And this is down the stretch, baby. This is closeout game. You better move it right or you're going to be moving home.
Bench points huge in this series. San Antonio with an advantage of 223 to 119 coming into this game. 21-5 is their advantage in the first half of this one, which leads us to Shaq and his others.
You know, the San Antonio others are fabulous when they play together. You know, right along what Kenny said, they move the ball, execute. Right here, they don't hold the ball, they make the play, get it to this guy, make the great move. And, you know, when you have guys coming off the bench doing this, you're very hard to beat. They're very unselfish. They always make the right play.
Ooh, give me that.
Always make the extra pass. San Antonio others, right here, watch this, Ernie. This guy right here.
They never hold it longer than a second.
Playing the music.
Boom.
Marco Bellinelli on fire in the second quarter, hit 4 threes, has 12 in the first half. So we are 24 minutes away from either San Antonio moving to the Western Conference semifinals or these teams going to Staples Center to play a Game 7.
I want to see Game 7.
I'll see y'all Saturday night.
It's 51.
I'll see y'all Saturday night.
Back
Where?
with more in a minute
To Mayweather and Pacquiao
on the Sprint Halftime Report.
You think that's funny?
Sprint, cut your bill in half. Time highlights. Well, Chicago came out and hit Milwaukee right in the mouth.
And then they went to the ear, the other ear, the eyeball. They hit them everywhere.
Dunleavy did get Michael Carter-Williams right in the kisser.
All I'm going to say is this, Ernie. If you show more than 2 Milwaukee baskets, it's impossible.
There won't be.
Oh, my goodness.
If you show more than 2 Milwaukee baskets, our crew deserves a bonus.
No, this is the last play we're going to show you.
Oh, man,
That's a cheap shot right there.
Yeah, and ejected.
That's a cheap shot right
Knocking
there.
down Mike Dunleavy, who had knocked down Michael Carter-Williams early in the game.
Oh, come on, stop it.
Well, I'm just saying, those two things did.
Man, look.
Hey, you know what?
Beat down.
44 years ago tonight, the Bucks won their first and only NBA title.
Oh, I thought you were
Tonight,
saying it's your first
their
day
worst.
at TNT.
Tonight, their worst playoff loss.
You were back at TNT there, right?
You are a bad man. That's all I'm telling you right now. Not nice. Back here on the Sprint halftime report, got about 15 seconds, you knuckleheads. So all we can do is, I want to know who's winning this game, Spurs or Clips.
Spurs.
Spurs.
I already know what you're going to say because you got the Clippers winning the series.
I got the Clippers going to win this bad boy.
We shall see. 24 minutes to go. Back there at AT&T Center.